Just talk. Go.
One of the most controversial topics in today's world is capital punishment. Many people around the world believe that capital punishment should forever exist and that it's a way to keep crime rates lower and scare criminals from doing horrendous things. But in reality, it is actually one of the most costly and one of the most horrendous things that we do in the American world. It goes completely against what we believe in as a country. It also goes against the fact that we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which are unalienable rights. And it also goes against the 18th Amendment, which says that we are not allowed to have any cruel and unusual punishment. Until recently, there were many inhumane ways of capital punishment, including lethal injection and the electric chair. The electric chair was just recently abolished in Florida and many other states, but lethal injection still is the most popular way for people to be executed. This can also be considered one of the most inhumane ways if it is, if the procedure is done wrong. It is a combination of 3 drugs that are injected into your body, causing cardiac arrest, then further leading into death. If it is injected wrong, then you are going to have a painful and prolonged death. But many people also argue what dictates giving someone the death penalty. Why should we kill someone? A lot of people don't understand that it goes against everything we've been taught since we were younger. What makes you think that life in prison isn't enough? They spend every waking second locked away, and some also believe that death is the easiest out. Many people view death as the easiest way out because it is also less costly and they are immediately at peace instead of being locked away and possibly beaten and tortured in prisons by other cellmates. The death row process is actually very, very costly. It is almost 18 times more as expensive than life in prison without parole. They are allowed to appeal their case several times, which leads to this ongoing process of them being on death row without actually being executed, which leads to higher security and everything, and that causes it to cost more over time. There are also many risks within the death penalty. Some people are wrongly convicted. Some cases of this could be considered the Central Park 5, which has also been a recently talked about case in today's society because 5 young boys were wrongfully convicted and many people wanted to give them the death penalty even though they were 100% innocent. And cases like this give us more reason to wonder, should we take action? Is that safe? Because what if they're wrongfully convicted and we kill someone that's completely innocent? There's no going back from that. And people also can argue that who is the state to play God? Now, that can get a little touchy because a lot of people don't believe in religion, but why can one person decide that it's okay to kill somebody, but then if the state wants to kill somebody, it's okay, but if somebody else wants to kill somebody, it's murder? That makes no sense to tons of people around the world. Why is it that one person gets to argue the death penalty when it doesn't make any sense to a lot of people that the state is allowed to put people to death? Because why should they get to have that opinion when people in everyday society, when they kill someone, it's considered murder? Why is it that higher-ups are basically allowed to get away with murder, but it is called capital punishment? And in a lot of people's minds, it makes no sense because it still is murder. From the day we're born, we are told to treat others with respect and to support each other, and by putting someone to death, that goes against everything we've been taught since we were younger.